Welcome back to the Femcast, where I do reaction videos over here on the Real Femme Sapien YouTube channel. And today we are going to talk about Lauryn Hill, who was a female rapper in the 1990s. She reached the height of her career and then promptly disappeared off the face of the earth. And we will talk about why. So if you like this content, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit the notification bell. So Lauryn Hill wasn't just any rapper. She was arguably one of the best rappers. I would say that she most certainly is a better rapper than Cardi B, and I would say that she might have been as good of a rapper as Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. Although Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj, they cannot actually sing, and Lauryn Hill can do both. So Lauryn Hill was part of the rap group The Fugees, and she's well known for Killing Me Softly. I love that song so much. One of the reasons why I am personally obsessed with Lauryn Hill is because she has a lot of feminine content within her songs. Killing Me Softly is a song that talks about when you hear in music exactly what you are going through in life. And we can hear this within the lyrics: strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words. Where if you think about it, in New York City, you do come across a lot of random artists that will be just singing anywhere at any point in time, but very rarely do you just have that moment where you think to yourself, wow, this song really hits home. Aside from that song analysis, Lauryn Hill has an entire album called The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. If you are a woman who is interested in red pill content, I actually think The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is the original red pill for women, and every woman should mandatory in musical art class literature should have to listen to this album. She very artistically weaves the story of being a woman, having loved and having lost. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is actually Lauryn Hill's only album outside of an MTV2 Unplugged album, and this is because she chose life. That's right, this is another form of pro-life propaganda. Thank you for making it this far in the video. So Lauryn Hill, at the height of her career, ends up having an unplanned pregnancy, and within the album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, under the song To Zion, you can see that she's written a piece directly inspired by her son, whose name is Zion. Lauryn Hill's son Zion is actually fathered by Bob Marley's son, Rohan Marley. If you look within the song lyrics, you could see that she was on the precipice of womanhood, going from being a single woman to having some sort of a complicated relationship, because she ended up having multiple children with Rohan, even though they were unmarried. And in this journey of getting pregnant at an inopportune time, because remember, she would have been one of the greatest female rappers ever to grace the face of the planet, she was encouraged to terminate that pregnancy. It very much was a, you can choose your career or you can choose your baby. And Lauryn Hill chose life, because being a world-renowned artist sounds really good, but sometimes being a mom sounds a lot better. To Lauryn Hill, being a mom sounds a lot better, to the tune of 6 children. She actually went on to have many children, and that's what she ended up doing with her millions. Lauryn Hill has also documented it as stating her pregnancy got her through writer's block and was a very inspirational moment in her life. Let's take a look at the song lyrics for Zion. That way you guys can get a better grip of what I'm trying to communicate here, because it is not often in pop culture that you would see a woman walk away from the pinnacle of success to do something greater that she was called to. The opening of the song states, unsure of what the balance held, I touched my belly overwhelmed by what I had been chosen to perform, but then an angel came one day, told me to kneel down and pray. For unto me a man-child would be born. Woe, this crazy circumstance. I knew his life deserved a chance, but everybody told me to be smart. Look at your career, they said. Lauryn, baby, use your head, but instead I chose to use my heart. It strikes me that this pregnancy for Lauryn Hill was a very spiritual experience, to where she felt she was taking on this burden, but it is a burden that is virtuous. And so therefore she is willing to go out here and face this battle and have this life-changing circumstance occur because, again, she felt his life deserved a chance, even though he was conceived at an inconvenient time. And then we can see her going into mommy mode in this verse over here. How beautiful, if nothing more than to wait at Zion's door. I've never been in love like this before. Now let me pray to keep you from the perils that will surely come. See, life for you, my prince, has just begun, and I thank you for choosing me to come through unto life to be a beautiful reflection of his grace. See, I know that a gift so great is only one God could create, and I'm reminded every time I see your face. It's very contrary to what we hear about the gift and the blessing of motherhood in 2023. Those of you who get it, get it. Those of you who don't. I cannot convince you. What I can say is when you understand the science between conception and DNA replication and just how hard it is to move from conception all the way to birth, it does appear to be a very intelligent divine design that you really can't comprehend as much as you try to go into the science, go into the literature. There's a lot that has to go on between this sperm and this egg to make this new person, to have a conscious being that comes out from you, and they're a separate entity from you, the mother. However, they also feel like they're a part of you. The whole time they feel like they're a part of you. So I just think this is such a beautiful song about her being challenged between choosing from her career or motherhood. And I think that she chose wisely. That's just my perspective and suspicion because she had 6 babies. So I imagine Lauryn Hill has lived a full life of being a matriarch. Moving on, just for fun, as we close out this video, let's take a look at the lyrics to Doo Wop from a song that's on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because this is what I meant by the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is the original red pill for women. You can learn so much from it. You can live 1,000 lifetimes as a woman, loving and losing and loving and losing and trying to figure out how to navigate modern dating. Also, this song is one of the earliest documented moments in American history where modern women were held accountable. Let's take a look. So this is the first verse in Doo Wop, That Thing. You know the thing. She goes off by saying, it's been 3 weeks since you were looking for your friend, the one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about the Benjamins? You act like you ain't hear him, then give him a little trim. To begin, how you think you really gonna pretend like you wasn't down and you called him again. Plus, when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then you'd probably bang again. So she's just out here talking about, you thought this guy had some cash, you thought that he had some swag, you thought that he was a friend, when you really know that he's not a friend, because friends don't sleep with friends. I don't know how to communicate this to modern women, but I promise that's not what friends do, you know? And now we can see the call out of the modern Christian woman, where Lauryn Hill goes on to hold women further accountable, talking out your neck, saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the jinn. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel in. Who you gonna tell when the Hold on, I'm not good at rapping. Who you gonna tell when the repercussions spin? Showing off your behind because you're thinking it's a trend. Girlfriend, let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it because I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem. So she's just calling out the hypocrisy of women that want to come out, say they're Christian, but they're doing the premarital bedroom fun. This is a common trend. Now, look, I get it. The flesh is weak. I understand. But if we could just get to a place where women could be more upfront with other women about their successes and failures in modern dating, we might actually be able to get somewhere. Now, the second verse is dedicated to the men. So you can see where she gives equal rights and equal lefts. I'm not going to cover that. I just would very much encourage all of you to listen to the album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, especially if you happen to be a curious gal who's into red pill content. It's a very informative experience. Alrighty, so that is my take on the value of Lauryn Hill. the significance of her choosing life, and why modern women, if you're thinking about marriage and children, to just understand that it's about selflessness, not selfishness. And if you have to disappear and walk away from offers and opportunities to have that experience with your family, they come first. The world can wait, your family cannot, because we're never promised tomorrow. That might mean more than a PhD in a six-figure career. But just so you guys are aware, you can do both. Modern women think that they can't do both, but you can. You can actually open up some sort of a six-figure business from home if you are educated enough in certain areas, subjects, and skills. Don't think that your kids are preventing you from achieving professional success. It just might be a little bit harder. You might sleep less. Maybe you got to do it from home, or maybe you'll just do it later, because child rearing ends, especially if you have children close in age, that is going to finish at some point in time and they'll be self-sufficient. You can return back to the workforce pretty much whenever they are self-sufficient. That's it. It's not gonna cripple you forever, ladies. So let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section down below. Yes, I'm a Lauryn Hill stan. I am not gonna stop. I don't care. I don't care if she got in trouble for tax fraud, okay? The woman was a lyrical genius. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.